guys, how's it going? Eli here, back with another video where today we're going to be having a conversation about my top picks for product that I think you should stay away from in terms of investing unless either reprints happen or you get them at the right price. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. As always, getting it out of the way, we do weekly giveaways. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed, leave a like, and comment down below on any of the videos we post each and every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Of course, as always, we have 3 entries that you can, of course, comment and like on each week because we post videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we have 3 winners each and every week. So multiple opportunities to win, multiple opportunities to enter. And then as always as well, I'm going to start pushing the Discord more as we have had a lot of opportunities in terms of people being able to access benefits in terms of knowing sneak peeks on reprint news, knowing, of course, whenever active deals are going on. And I think it's a really awesome community that you guys should, of course, want to join and be a part of, as we've had many opportunities that people have been able to take advantage of live during live streams as well as Discord events. And then lastly, as always, for those of you guys that don't know, we are still having our PokemartUSA official mystery packs available for sale on the website. Those packs are, of course, going to have increased odds. Before it was 1 in 25 for a gold pack, and now it is 1 in 16. And as you can see as well, you can get some amazing high price packs. And as mentioned many times before, we purposely weigh the packs in your favor so that you have a higher chance of getting a heavy. And of course, the main pack that you can get, Power Keepers, is going to be one of those heavy packs guaranteed. Now, jumping into the video officially, I tend to talk a lot of times about product I think that is really good in terms of investing. However, I get asked all the time, Eli, do you think I should pick up this product at this price? Do you think this is going to be a good long-term investment? But I feel like a lot of the times we don't really have the discussion of when I think you should pick up this item or why this item is not worth picking up. And I want this to be, of course, broadcasted in a way in which you guys hear me very clearly and understand where I'm coming from with this. So with that, I think we're going to go through my top 5 in no particular order. But starting off with that, it's going to be a Fusion Strike booster box. Now, I know this might sound really controversial in terms of why I don't want to be picking up the Fusion Strike booster box. And there's going to be a little bit of a theme to a lot of the product, of course, whether it be that, like I said before, going back to reprints, or it's just not a good price to be able to pick this up on. Fusion Strike booster boxes, for those of you guys that don't remember, they used to be at 75 to 80 bucks when they were at the market low and everything crashed. Now they're sitting roughly at above 100 bucks. I know probably on eBay you can find them somewhere cheaper, and maybe in that, $95-ish price point, maybe. If possible, but to be quite honest with you, having seen the history of this specific product, I personally am going to stay away from it because, as we've mentioned many times before on this channel, the Pokemon Company likes to do reprints around either 1, the holiday season, and then 2, they like to reprint product that is in the standard rotation for the competitive format. For those of you guys that aren't aware of what cards are in the standard competitive format, they're comprised of cards that have symbols on the bottom of them ranging anywhere from D to F in terms of indicators on if it's in current standard rotation. So as you can see, for example, the Machamp at the bottom left of the image, it shows a little bit of an F symbol. So how Pokemon likes to do it is every year after Worlds, they tend to have a cycling out of what the standard format is, and all the cards in the previous cycle that were a part of, let's say, C, for example, on the cards, are no longer competitively viable, and they're going to be rotated out of standard. And with that, they're not going to be receiving any form of reprints. So, as far as it goes, Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign, and other sets since then are all in the D, E, and F category, and so they have high possibilities of being reprinted. One of those, of course, being Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike is a set that I think has a high possibility of getting a reprint sometime within the near future. As you can see right here on the card, it is part of the E-rotational format, and so D is about to go out of rotation sometime early next year, so it's one of those things where you know you're going to be safe from this set potentially going out of rotation relatively soon here. So you got at least another year before this set is going to be officially done from reprints. We've seen, historically speaking, that you can get in at $20, $25, $30 cheaper than what we're currently looking at in terms of price. And so for that reason, for me, I want to be really patient on this and kind of wait in terms of being able to, of course, pick up some more Fusion Strike booster boxes. People are going to want to know what price should you get in at. I would say once you start talking about wholesale or cheaper, so around that $86 to $80 price point, that's when I'm going to start picking them up again, because I think they will actually be a really good opportunity to pick up at those prices. So next up on the list, as you guys can probably see at the top right corner, Chilling Reign is the next one. Very similar argument to Fusion Strike, so I won't waste your guys' time on this one, but Fusion Strike is one of those sets that I think will do extremely well. Kind of the same argument in terms of Fusion Strike. It is a part of that E-rotational format as well. Not going to be printed for a while, not going to go out of rotation for a while, so it has opportunities to be reprinted within the next year or so, kind of like Fusion Strike. And for me, it's around the same price point if we're looking at it, roughly around $100. And so we've seen it hit lows of 75, 80, just like Fusion Strike. And for that reason, I'm not going to want to pick up Chilling Reign booster boxes once again, unless you're talking about you're close to that wholesale price. And honestly, I would be even more conservative with Chilling Reign. That's what I would say I differentiate between. Chilling Reign, we've seen even a more consistent low point than Fusion. And so for me, I'm going to wait till that $82 to $80-ish price point. And if you can get it right now because you find that opportunity, then great. But I know we've seen plenty of more opportunities, historically speaking, than what we're currently looking at in terms of overall pricing. Now, the next one up, this is a product that has obviously been on the climb. Brilliant Star booster boxes. And honestly, the fact that they're at $175 doesn't really surprise me. However, really going back to kind of the same argument with the overall Chilling Reign and the Fusion, you're just going to expect there's going to be a reprint, as you guys can kind of see with the theme. I just think there's going to be potential reprint opportunities for this specific product. So I highly, highly recommend that you guys stay away from it until it gets to a really good price point. Speaking, of course, of a really good price point, if you are a part of the Discord, we did just have someone recently drop a link where we saw some Brilliant Star booster boxes listed for around $120 on eBay. It does look like it's from a legit seller. If you want to do some more research yourself, you can go and do that. And with that, $120 I do think is a really good price point, because we see that the booster boxes, of course, for this item, we've got one seller at the cheapest selling for $175 if you want to be able to get it as a sealed booster box, and being able to get that $25 cheaper than what the market sale. That's an easy flip if you were to buy it off of eBay in that regard. So I'd personally say go take advantage of that opportunity if you want to. Otherwise, I would definitely be really patient, because I do think there's going to be a really good opportunity for you to be able to pick it up at some point around that $115, $110 price point, as we are expecting a Brilliant Star reprint to come, because there has been a ton of delays. For those of you guys that don't know, Brilliant Star was supposed to get a reprint sometime at the end of August, early September. That got pushed back, and we're still waiting for that reprint to happen. So I would just highly recommend that you guys once again be patient and wait for the reprint opportunity to come for this product. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different, because yes, although there will be reprint opportunities at the end of the year for this product, more or less, I want to, of course, really focus in on having this conversation for those of you guys that have been following me up to date in terms of when's the best time to pick up the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection. When I first talked about it, I said $160 to $180. Then recently, I changed that to the price point of $140, $160. As we've seen it be actively listed at around the $160 price point, and it gets closer and closer to $140, and there's been so many MSRP opportunities, I'm going to just go out and say it, guys. If you can't get it at MSRP, then don't. Because we've seen active listings on Walmart's website for several hours. We've seen active listings for Pokemon Center, where you can go in and buy it for several hours worth, going in and out of time. We've seen, of course, so many different opportunities that people have been able to pick it up. I've seen a lot of places start doing bundles where you can buy it for $120. And as we're getting closer to that release date, which is in 2 days, I'm going to say be patient. You're probably going to be able to pick it up some point in stores or online again. And as mentioned before, this is going to get reprinted into the ground. So it's going to get another print wave soon. And I highly, highly recommend that you guys just be patient. If you don't, because you're FOMOing in, please don't, because this is not a product to FOMO in. The supply on this is absolutely insane. You're going to be able to pick it up at 140 at the worst. I'd be stunned if you couldn't, because this has dropped. Honestly, this has dropped more than I really ever thought it was going to drop. You know, I was taking a more conservative approach maybe in terms of it dropping down to that 160, 180 at first. But I could have never imagined that we were going to have so much of this specific print in the product, which makes sense. I mean, they're making that adjustment because people love UPC so much for Celebration. So this is kind of their way of making up for that. So please be patient. 120 is going to be the price point if you want to take advantage once again of that opportunity at MSRP, as there's going to be a ton. You just got to be on the lookout for it. We've had so many people in the Discord too, or so many people that are part of our live streams that have literally been able to take advantage of that, whether it be live on stream or have been notified when the deals are going on. But yeah, just be patient, guys. And then of course, lastly, no shock on this one, but I think I still need to mention it because I don't know how many times I've had people say, Eli, I can go buy an Evolving Skies booster box for 180. I can go buy it for 160. Listen, I'm never going to tell you not to go specifically buy it at that price, because here's the deal. Evolving Skies is a little bit of a different situation. You obviously know that this product is more than likely going to head towards $300 by the end of the year if it doesn't get a reprint, and it's currently sitting at around $260. If you're saying to yourself, I can go get it for 180 right now, you can easily flip that and make money off of it, right? So I'm not saying don't go pick it up at 180, but for those guys that are looking at this all from a long-term perspective, I highly, 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 of course not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm highly against that because I think it's going to get absolutely reprinted into the ground. I think this is going to be another Evolutions type set where you see it's overpriced, you see everyone wants it, and what does the Pokemon company do? They just slap it into the ground. And so for me personally, I am just going to say, hey, if you want to flip it and you can flip it within a margin that you know you're going to be able to make money off of it, then go wild. But we're looking at this from a long-term investment perspective because we know that of all the items that I'm listing right now, there's going to be opportunities for reprint. There's going to be opportunities at some point to get it cheaper, whether it be within the next couple of months or whether it be within the next year. It's really just playing the waiting game. And of course, the last thing I want you to do is say, I'm going to go buy it at 180 because I'm under the impression there isn't a reprint. And then all of a sudden the price of this product, of course, ends up crashing because a reprint happens. That's something I don't want you guys to get hurt by. And you might say, well, Eli, you just said it's going to go to 300 by the end of the year, so why not? Well, unless you're going to, of course, be paying attention, which I'll keep you guys posted when I know when the official reprint's coming, but unless you guys are going to pay attention in terms of when that reprint is going to happen, and you're going to be staying up to date in that, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys be patient and wait, because you're going to get burned if you do end up paying higher than, of course, what you should have once the market does start to correct after the reprints come and you're not just left holding the bag at a higher price point, which you thought was better. So maybe in terms of a short-term flip, but there's an expectation that we're going to see reprints happen and such. So please, of course, be patient once again on this product specifically, as I do think there's going to be tons of opportunities for this product in the future. But of course, as always, that is it for today's video. Those are my 5 products that I recommend you stay away from for now, unless you can get it at those specific price points. So with that being said, as always, if you want to enter into our weekly giveaways, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We post pre-recorded content for you to do so each and every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And of course, if you want to access some of the links in terms of opportunities for getting product at good prices and discounts and deals, please access our Discord, as we constantly are putting in good deals that for those people that are interested in buying Pokemon can take advantage of, and of course are always giving you guys updates in real time. And then lastly, as always, if you don't already know, we are doing our PokemartUSA official mystery pack sale still. We're going to be going live with that in about 2 weeks from now. And we have increased odds where instead of 1 in 25 for your chances of getting gold packs, it's now 1 in 16. And of course, we always make sure to weigh the packs in your favor. So you're going to have a higher opportunity of getting a heavy gold or silver pack, one of those being the Power Keepers, which is a heavy. Now that is all for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Until then, I will see you all on Friday. Peace.